Listen to me now. There are things a woman should never lay bare. Things that must be kept close, not out of deception, not out of secrecy, but out of wisdom. Because not everything is meant to be shared. Not everything deserves to be exposed. A strong woman moves with intention, with grace, with discernment. See, life is about balance. Love is about understanding. But wisdom is about knowing when to speak and when to be silent. There are 5 things a woman should always keep to herself: not to play games, not to manipulate, but to protect her peace, her power, and her purpose. Because hear me now. When you give too much, when you reveal everything, when you lay all your cards on the table too soon, you risk more than just your heart. You risk your strength. You risk your confidence. You risk your ability to walk away when necessary. A wise woman knows that some things are sacred, some things are hers alone, and no man, no matter how good he may seem, should have access to everything that makes her who she is. So today, I'm going to break it down for you. 5 things, 5 truths that a woman must always guard, always protect, always keep to herself, because these are the very things that define her power, her resilience, her worth. There is something powerful about a woman who knows what to keep to herself. See, the world will tell you that honesty means spilling every thought, every feeling, every fear. But that's not wisdom. That's not power. Because when you lay your deepest fears and insecurities on the table too soon, you are handing over the keys to your own vulnerability. And not every man deserves that. Not every man knows what to do with that. Some will hold you close and protect those fragile parts of you, but some will take what you give and use it against you, whether intentionally or not. A woman's insecurities are not meant to be broadcasted, not because she has to pretend she's perfect. No, that's not it. It's because not everyone knows how to handle them with care. When you tell a man your deepest fears too soon, you are giving him a manual on how to hurt you. You are showing him the weak spots, the cracks, the places that, if pushed hard enough, might just break you. And hear me, no one should have that power over you. No one should have the ability to pull your strings, to make you doubt yourself, to use your own words against you. That's why a wise woman guards those things. She chooses when to open up, who to trust, and how much to reveal. And let's be real. Some men don't even mean to do harm, but they still do. You tell a man you have trust issues because of your past, and suddenly, instead of proving he's different, he gets frustrated when you hesitate. You tell a man you're insecure about something, and one day, in the heat of an argument, he throws it right back in your face, not because he's cruel, but because people fight with what they know. They grab the nearest weapon, and if you've handed them all your soft spots, that's what they'll reach for first. A woman's strength is not in pretending she has no fears. It's in knowing who to share them with. It's in knowing that not every man deserves the weight of her past, the depth of her struggles, the pain she's had to overcome. A good man, a real man, will earn that trust. He will show you, through his consistency, through his actions, that he is a safe space, that your fears are protected with him, that your insecurities will never be exploited, that your vulnerabilities will be met with understanding, not judgment. But until you know that, you hold your ground. You don't spill everything just because the connection feels good, just because the chemistry is strong, just because you want him to be the one. Because let's be honest, some men will love you when you're strong, but lose patience when you're weak. Some men will admire your confidence, but pull away when they see your doubt. Some will say they want to know all of you, but when they see the real, raw parts, they're not ready for the responsibility that comes with it. That's why you wait. You wait until you know that a man will carry your truth, not use it. You wait until you see that his love does not shift when he sees the weight you carry. And listen, this is not about deception. This is about discernment. This is about understanding that a woman's heart, mind, and soul are not just to be given, they are to be earned. You do not owe anyone full access to your fears just because they asked. You do not have to lay yourself bare just because you're falling in love. A woman with wisdom knows that true connection is built over time, through trust, with care. Because here's the truth. A real man, the right man, will never rush you to open up. He will never demand what you're not ready to give. He will show you every single day, through his words, through his actions, through his patience, that he is worthy of your trust. And when you finally do open up, when you finally let him in, it won't be because he expects it. It will be because he has proven he can handle it. And that is the difference. A woman's power is in her silence, not the silence of weakness, not the silence of submission, but the silence of strategy. A woman who moves in silence moves with wisdom, and wisdom is knowing that not everyone needs to know what you're planning next. Not every man needs to be aware of your next move, your next goal, your next step in life. Because when people know everything, they start to feel entitled to influence everything. They start to think they have a say in the path you're walking, in the dreams you're chasing, in the choices you're making. And a woman with wisdom, she doesn't allow anyone to steer her off course. See, some women think that sharing their dreams, their next moves, their ambitions with a man will bring them closer, will create trust, will make him feel more connected. But the truth is, not every man wants to see you rise. Not every man is ready for a woman who thinks big, who moves with purpose, who is focused on building rather than waiting. A woman's vision is her own, and it is not something to be laid bare for just anybody. Because let's be real, there are men who will say they support you, but the moment they feel you outgrowing them, they start planting doubt. They start questioning whether your goals are realistic. They start making little comments. Are you sure that's the right move? Do you think you can really handle that? Maybe you should slow down a little. And before you know it, their words start creeping into your mind. Their hesitation starts chipping away at your confidence. And a woman with wisdom, she does not allow anyone to place limits on her life. A woman must understand that her dreams are precious, her goals are sacred. She does not speak on them too soon because she knows that the wrong energy, the wrong words, the wrong influence can kill a dream before it even has a chance to grow. She moves in silence, she plans in private, she works behind the scenes, not out of secrecy, but out of protection. And let's talk about the other side, the men who are intimidated by a woman with a vision. See, a woman with ambition is powerful. And power makes some men uncomfortable. A woman who is focused on her goals, who is driven, who is building, that kind of woman forces a man to look at himself. She forces him to ask, am I growing too? Am I moving forward? Am I standing still? And some men, they don't want to ask those questions. They don't want to feel like they have to rise to meet you. So instead of stepping up, they try to pull you down. They start saying things like, why do you have to work so hard? Why can't you just relax? Why are you always so focused on what's next? But hear me, a woman who knows her worth does not shrink herself to make a man feel bigger. She does not slow down so he can catch up. She does not dim her light so he can shine. She moves forward with or without him. Because a man who is truly for you, he will support your vision. He will push you to go harder. He will encourage you, not question you. That's why a wise woman protects her dreams. She nurtures them, feeds them, builds them in silence. She does not speak on what she's doing until it's already done. She does not wait for validation, for permission, for approval. Because she knows that not every man is ready for a woman who is going places. Not every man can handle a woman who is focused, who is determined, who refuses to settle. And the wrong man, he will either try to slow you down or he will try to benefit from your success without putting in the work himself. But the right man will walk beside you, not in front of you, not behind you, but with you. He will see your vision and add to it. He will push you when you need it, catch you when you stumble, and celebrate with you when you win. And a woman who understands this, she does not waste time explaining her vision to a man who cannot see. She does not beg for support. She does not plead for understanding. She keeps moving, she keeps building, she keeps growing. Because a woman who moves in silence, she lets success speak for her.